Yes, good morning everyone. Deepa, is my voice audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will share the screen. Is my screen visible, Deepa?
No, ma'am.
Screen is not visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No.
Now, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. How many are there in the meeting? I'm unable to see the participants.
38, ma'am.
38. Okay, next. Today's first our definition is conditional probability. So how to define this conditional probability? So one compulsory one question from this conditional probability, and this is very important topic in this first unit, conditional probability. So how to define the conditional probability? Suppose if we consider two events A comma B. Suppose A comma B are any two events in a sample space S. Simple. So if we consider two events A and B in a sample space S, we know that how to find out the probability of single event. But here, how to find out the probability of one event? Already another event has happened. So that is called the conditional probability. Probability of one event given that probability another event has happened. So that is called the conditional probability. So now here I am taking first I'm finding first to conditional the probability of B. So if we take probability of B. Now here assuming that all the event A has happened or the event A has occurred. So if we consider two events A and B in a sample space S and assuming that the event A has occurred. So happening of A already completed. So now here how to find out the probability of B. Probability of B given that A. So already A has occurred. So that is called the conditional probability, that is denoted with P given A. This is not P by A. Pronounce this one as P given A. Probability of B given A. So that is this is called the conditional probability. So how to pronounce this one? Probability of B given that A. So this is called conditional probability. And how to define this conditional probability? So conditional probability is defined as P of A intersection or B intersection A. Both are same. So B intersection A by P of A. So simple definition. This is the definition. So if we consider two events A and B in a sample space S, and here assuming that already happening occurrence of A completed. Okay, so that means the event A has happened. So next we have to find out the probability of B only. So probability of B given that A. So already A has occurred. So that's why that is called the conditional probability. It is denoted like this, P of B given A. So it is pronounced as P of B given A, not B by A. So P of B given A, which is equal to, it is defined as P of B intersection A by P of A, and here it's satisfying one condition, provided P of A is not equal to 0. So P of A is not equal to 0. When P of A is equal to 0, that means A is impossible event. So therefore probability of impossible event is 0. If it is 0, this conditional probability does not exist. So that's why right here, provided P of A is not equal to 0. So this is the definition of conditional probability. Simple definition ma. Once again I will explain. Suppose A comma B are any two events in a sample space S, and assuming that the first event has occurred. So then next how to find out the probability of second event. So the probability of event B given that is denoted like this, P of B given A, which is equal to, so is defined as P of B intersection A by P of A. So provided P of A is not equal to 0, in place of P of B intersection A, we can write A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. So that's why we can write here P of A intersection B also. Similarly, how So in these two events, B has occurred. B has occurred. How to find out the conditional probability? So the probability of A. So P of A given B. P of A given B. So already B has occurred. So this is also a conditional probability. Probability of A given B. So how to define this one? Which is equal to P of A intersection B. P of A intersection B by P of B. Simple definition, P of A intersection B by P of B. So where provided P of B is not equal to 0. This is compulsory condition ma. P of B is not equal to 0. That means B is not a impossible event. So this is the definition of conditional probability. Using this conditional probability definition, we can write the product theorem also. Already we know that addition rule. So using the conditional probability, we can write the product theorem. So how to write that one later. So first listen careful. So that is how to define the conditional probability. So which is equal to the conditional probability of an event to be, assuming that the event A has happened, is denoted by P of B given A and is defined as. So and is defined as P of B given A is equal to P of A intersection B by P of A. In place of A intersection B, we can write P of B intersection also. There is no difference when whatever it is. So P of A intersection B by P of A, provided P of A is not equal to 0. So we can also define this definition simply. So or we can also write, if A comma B are two events in a sample space S, then the probability of B, simple definition ma, then the probability of B after the event A has occurred, after the event A has occurred, is called the conditional probability of the event B given A and is denoted by P of B given A. So this is pronounced as P of probability of B given A. Don't pronounce P of B by A. So that is difference. Okay, P of B given A and is defined as. So that is P of B given A is equal to P of B intersection A by P of B, provided P of A is not equal to 0. So similarly we can write another one also, P of A given B. So P of A given B is equal to P of A intersection B by P of B, provided P of B is not equal to 0. So this is the definition of conditional probability. So this is 2 marks question. Define conditional probability. So in this case, you have to define like this. Define this one or this one, that is your choice. So if A comma B are any two events, so the probability of B given A is P of B intersection A or A intersection B by P of A, provided P of A is not equal to 0. So you can define any one, that is your choice. Okay, so this is a definition of conditional probability. Next. So what is the conditional probability definition? P of B given A. So P of B given A or A given B, you can take anyone. I am taking this one. P of B given A. So what is this definition? P of B given A is equal to P of A intersection B by P of A. A intersection B by P of A. So here we can find out the probability using the definition of probability, classical definition. So from the definition of classical definition of probability, P of A intersection B can be written as, how to write using classical definition? Yes, Vaishnavi. Rule number 90. Rule number 90. Absent or present? Ayesha?
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes, ma. Who is?
Vaishnavi, ma'am, roll number 90.
Okay. Vaishnavi, please, ma. We know that classical definition of probability. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how to write this one? Please, ma, don't feel nervous. నీకు వస్తే చెప్పు, లైక్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను, కానీ మీరు నర్వస్ ఫీల్ అవ్వకండి ఆన్సర్ చేయడానికి. అర్థమైందా? మీ నుంచి ఆన్సర్
Okay.
చేయడానికి నేను ఇదంతా చేస్తుంది, క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతుంది. ఓకే, నువ్వు కాకపోతే ఇంకొకటి చెప్తారు, అంతేగాని మీరు నర్వస్ ఫీల్ అయ్యి మీరు ఏదో స్ట్రెస్ ఫీల్ అవ్వకండి, ఫ్రీగా ఉండండి. ఓకేనా? So we know that the classical definition of probability. So here, how to write this P of A intersection B in the form of classical definition? How to write?
Uh,
What is the P of E? General definition. P of E is equal to N of E by
N of S.
okay. Similarly, here also A comma B are the event. Therefore, A intersection B is also an event. So, how P of A intersection B in classical in the form of classical definition?
Uh,
Yes, Chapu. N of
N of A by
A
N of
intersection
A union B, A intersection B by
A
N
by
of S.
yes. Correct, na? N of A intersection B by
Yes, ma'am.
yes. Again, what is the P of A? How to write P of
P of A by P of S. So
no N of A
N
by
of A by N of
N of
S.
S. So now
S.
here after writing like this in the form of classical definition. So now here if we cancel N of S and N of S, what is the remaining term which is equal to N of
N of A
intersection B by
intersection B by N of A.
N of A. So this is
A.
another shortcut definition. So to find the probability. So N of A intersection B by N of A.
N of A.
Okay, so we can also find the conditional probability using this formula also. N of A intersection B by N of A. Okay, thank you,
A.
ma'am. Thank you. Yes. So, what is the next? This is note point. Yes. So, what is that note? We have conditional probability P of B given A is equal to P of B intersection A or A intersection B, both are same, don't confuse here. So P of B intersection A by P of A. So using the classical definition of probability we can write P of B intersection A is equal to N of B intersection A by N of S by P of A can be written as N of A by N of S. So we can, if we cancel N of S and N of S, so what is the remaining term? N of B intersection A by N of A. So this is the first note, and next second one is important. So what is that one is multiplication rule. We can derive the multiplication rule. So what is that multiplication rule? See here. So from the classical, from the definition of conditional probability, what is the conditional probability definition? P of B given A. So P of B given A is equal to, so using the definition, so what is the definition? Which is equal to P of B intersection A or A intersection B, that is your wish. So P of A intersection B by P of A. P of A. So if we rewrite these terms, so that means take LHS, take P of A intersection B to LHS side and P of B given A is RHS side. That is equal to, we can write, which is P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is equal to, by cross multiplication we can write, which is equal to, if we take this P of A to left side, what is the term? Which is equal to P of A into P of B given A. So P of A into P of B given A, that's all. P of B given A. So this is referred as multiplication theorem of the probability. So P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B given A. We can also write this one using the another definition of conditional probability. How to write? P of A intersection B is equal to, so we have another definition also. So that is equal to P of B into P of A given B. So P of B into P of A given B. So this is another definition. So these two referred as the multiplication theorem on the probability. So if A comma B are any two event, so therefore what is the multiplication theorem? P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B given A. We can also write that one as P of B into P of A given B. So when we apply this one is, that is depending on the given problem. So this is called the multiplication theorem of two events. So here given one special case is Jagadishwar, are you there, ma? Or Swajan? ఎవర్మా మాట్లాడేది స్వజన జగదీష?
జగదీష్ రాలే మ్యామ్, వాళ్ళ రిలేటివ్స్ ఒకరు చనిపోయినరని వేరే ఊరు పోయింది.
ఓకే సరే. వాట్ ఇస్ యువర్ నేమ్?
వెంకటేష్ మ్యామ్.
Venkatesh, please ma. So here I am giving nature of the event. So see here, suppose A comma B are mutually exclusive events. Okay, we know that what is a mutually exclusive, is it right? So if A comma
Yes, ma'am.
B are mutually exclusive events, so in this case what is the P of B given A? if A comma B are, so how to write this one? See here, we know that conditional probability is P of B given A is equal to P of A intersection B by P of A. Okay, what is my question? Suppose A comma B are mutually exclusive. What is a mutually exclusive definition? What happened? A intersection B is not equal to 5 or A intersection B is equal to 5?
A intersection equal to 5.
So that means A intersection B is equal to null set. What is the probability of
Null set.
set? What is the probability of
0.
0? So
0.
that means what is this numerator value?
0.
0. So that means when A comma B are mutually exclusive events, in this case the condition probability is 0.
0.
Is it right? Got it, Mark?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a very, very important note. Okay. So when given events are mutually exclusive events, so in this case conditional probability of B given A is equal to 0. Okay. Thank you, Ma. So what is the next note? Yes, thank you. Mute yourself. So rewriting the definition. So first rewrite the definition of conditional probability as, see here, we get P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B given A. Just to rewrite the conditional probability definition. So now here we refer this one as, so here we can say this one as, this referred as the product theorem of probability or multiplication theorem. Okay, product theorem of probability. So next, properties. We have some properties. What are that properties? See here. Suppose if A is subset or equal, A is subset of B, then P of B given A is equal to 1. A is subset of B, then P of B given A is equal to 1. Anyone, can you tell me the reason of this one, ma? Using this condition, what is the condition? A is subset or equal to B. So then P of B given A is equal to 1. Why this value is 1? So what is the reason? Simple. So if A is given that A is subset of B, so that is A intersection B. What is the A intersection B? Deepa? Deepa.
Yes, ma'am.
If A is subset of B, so then what about A intersection B is equal to A or B? A is subset of B. This is the superset. A is the
A.
subset. Yes, A intersection B is equal to A. So if we take this condition, and what is the conditional probability definition? P of B given A definition is P of A intersection B by, is it right? P of A intersection B by, what is the definition of conditional probability? What is the numerator? P of A. Is it right? But
Yes, ma'am.
intersection B, from this condition A intersection B is equal to A. So that is from this here we can write P of A by P of A. What is the P of A by P of A is equal to 1. So that is the reason. Okay. So this is the property. What is the first property? If A is subset of B, then P of B given A is equal to 1. So make textbook lo only ilage untundma, but why it is 1 andaniki, this is the reason. If A intersection B, sorry, A is subset of B, then A intersection B is equal to A. So therefore here we can write this conditional, if we apply this condition into the definition, so P of A by P of A, that becomes 1. So this is the first property. Yes, thank you, Deepa. Since A intersection B is equal to A, so using this condition, simplify this one. Next, what is the next one is, if B is subset of A, opposite condition of the previous one. So if B is subset of A, then P of B given A greater than or equal to B. P of B given A greater than or equal to B. Can you think about this one? Why it is greater than or equal to B? Using the condition. Anyone? B is subset or equal to A. So what is the A intersection B? Yes, Kiranmai?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If B is subset or equal to A, so then what is the A intersection B? A intersection B?
B, ma'am.
A intersection B is equal to,
B, ma'am.
yes. Okay.
B,
We apply
ma'am.
this definition into the conditional probability definition, means here. If we write that value here, so therefore that becomes the P of B intersection A is equal to P of B. So P of B by P.
Plus B.
Is it right? P of B by P of A.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
probability of any event is a number or any function? Is a real number or any function, real valued function? ప్రాబబిలిటీ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తే నీకు వాల్యూ వస్తుందా ఫంక్షన్ వస్తుందా?
Value, ma'am. Value.
Yes. Okay. See here. What is the given condition? B is subset or equal to A. So B is less than A. Probability of B is less than probability of A. Is it right? We know the property theorem.
Yes, ma'am.
E1 less than E2,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
P of E1 less than P of E2. So now see here. If you take P of B is 1 and P of A is equal to 2. 1 less than 2. Is satisfied or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So this 1 by 2 is less than or equal to 1 or greater than or equal to 1? Is
Less
1
than
by
1.
2 is less than or equal to 1 or greater than or equal to 1?
Less than or equal to
1. What is this one? 1 is nothing but P of B. Is it right? So
P
that
of
is
B.
equal to
Yes,
P
ma'am.
of 1 by 2 is less than or equal to 1. Only P of B is greater than 1. Is it right, ma? So P of
Yes,
A
ma'am.
is greater than or equal to P of B. Is it right? This is greater value. Total value is greater than or equal to P of B. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. So
Okay,
what is the
ma'am.
reason? See here, reason clearly. Since A intersection B is equal to B, so therefore P of A intersection B by P of A is P of B by P of A. So P of B by P of A is greater than or equal to P of B. This is superset.
Ma'am, how can
Yes,
probability
yes.
be
Wait.
greater than 1, ma'am?
Yes, wait. I will. Yes. Yes, ma. See here. This is the reason. Since A intersection B is equal to B, so this is applied, not 1 and 2. So this is the condition. So P of S, probability of sure event is equal to 1. Is it right, ma? So probability of any event is less than or equal to 1. So probability of any event is always less than or equal to probability of sure event. But probability of sure event is equal to 1. So from this we can write P of A is less than or equal to 1. Is it right? Yes. Got it? అర్థమైంది? ఇంతకుముందు ఎవరు అడిగింది డౌట్? Please unmute yourself and listen here. So P of A is less than or equal to 1. So this P of A is less than or equal to 1. So therefore reciprocal is greater than. Is it right? Yes, all of you. Okay. So that is the second property. Next, third property. If A and B are mutually exclusive events, if A and B are mutually exclusive is nothing but A intersection B is equal to null set. A intersection B is null set is nothing but here this probability of impossible event is 0. So that's why P of B given A is equal to 0. Next, so that is the reason. A intersection B is equal to 5. So therefore P of A intersection B is equal to 0. Okay. So next see one example, simple example. Two fair coin are tossed. Two fair coin are tossed. Find the probability of getting two heads given at least one head occurred. Two fair coin are tossed. Find the probability of getting two heads given at least one head occurred. So now here first we have to find out the sample space and write the event of getting two heads and write the event of getting at least one head. So that means first write the sample space. When we toss a coin two times or two fair coins are tossed, so total how many possible outcomes are there? 4 possible outcomes. So what are that 4 possible outcomes? Head head, head tail, tail head and tail tail. So therefore we get the sample space is, what is the sample space? S is equal to H H, tail tail, H tail and tail head. So this is a sample space. From this one we can write what is the N of S? N of S is equal to 4. So that is N of S is equal to 4. So sample space completed. Next, consider the two events. What are the two events? So probability of getting two heads. What is the probability of getting two heads? See here. Let A be the event of getting two heads. So if you observe the sample space, what are the events? Those events contains two heads only. That means head head. So that's why take then A is equal
1 by
to
1.
head head. So that is next here. What is the N of A? N of A is equal to 1. So therefore what is the P of A? A is completed. So then what is the P of A? Just apply the classical definition, that is N of A by N of S, that is equal to 1 by 4. So A completed. Next, consider the another event. What is the another event? B. So what is the event? So let B be the event getting at least one head occurred. At least one head occurred means minimum one head. So that means if you observe the sample space, it contains two heads. Next, there are no heads. Third one is contains one head. Fourth one is contains one head. So therefore B contains how many elements? 3 elements. What are the 3 elements? Head, 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 tail, tail, head. So that is consider the event B. Let B be the event getting at least one head. So if you observe the sample space and write the event B. So what is the event B? So event B is equal to head, 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 tail, tail, head. So from this n of B is equal to 3. So after writing the event, next to find its probability. So therefore P of B is equal to, if you apply the classical definition, that is n of B by n of S. N of B by n of S is equal to 3 by 4. So what is the conditional probability here? We have to find out the conditional probability. Conditional probability contains A intersection B also. We know that A event and B event. A is only head head and B is head head, head tail, tail head. So then what is the A intersection B? Lata, Bindu Lata. Remember 71.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Set A contains only one element, head head, and set B contains 3 elements, head head, head tail, tail head. Then what is the A intersection B? A intersection B, common points. What are the common points? What is the common point?
Head, head.
Yes, so that is A intersection B is equal to head head only. Now, what is the n of A intersection B is 1. So after finding the event, A intersection B is also an event. Yes, please mute yourself, ma. So next to find its probability. So P of A intersection B. So what is the P of A intersection B? N of A intersection B by N of S. So we know that N of A intersection B is 1 and N of S is equal to 4. So now P of A completed, P of B completed, P of A intersection B is also completed. Next we have to find out the conditional probability. What is that conditional probability? Probability of A given B or B given A. Yes. Sumasri. 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 Absent.
Yes, ma'am.
Sumasri.
Yes, ma'am.
You know the question. So find the probability of getting 2 heads given that at least one head occurred. So A is probability of getting 2 heads. Is it right, ma? B is probability of getting at least one head. Now we have to
Yes.
find out conditional probability. What is that conditional probability? P of B given A or P of A given B?
B given A.
B given A. Question note చేసుకున్నావా? What is question? Find the probability of getting 2 heads given that at least one head occurred. At least one head occurred. What is that event is? B. Is it right, ma?
B.
So that
Yes,
means
ma'am.
we have to find out the conditional probability. What is that conditional probability? P of A given B. Is it right?
B.
So the probability of
Yes.
getting 2 heads given at least one head occurred is P of A given.
A given B.
Yes. So what is the A given B? P of, what is the conditional probability definition? P of A intersection
P of A intersection
P
A by
of B.
P
So
of B.
here we have one condition, P of B. What is the P of B is? 3 by 4. So this 3 by 4 is not equal
Not equal to 0.
to 0. And we know that P of A intersection B. What is the P of A intersection B?
1 by 4.
1 by 4 by P of B. What is the P of B?
3 by 4.
So therefore, what is the answer? 3 by 4 by 3
1
by
by
4. Yes. So therefore,
1 by 3.
P of A given B is 1 by 3. So this is a lengthy procedure to find the probability. Basic definition, basic rule. How to find out the conditional probability. Okay. Thank you, ma. Yes. So therefore, P of A given B is equal to 1 by 3. Next, see some more properties. See here. When two events A and B are independent. When two events A and B are independent. So, how to write the conditional probability? Yes, see here, ma. What is the conditional probability? Suppose if we take first one, P of B given A. So, what is the P of B given A? Probability of B given that already A has occurred. So, that means B, probability of B is depending on A. Suppose two events A and B are independent. In this case, how to write that conditional probability? in this case, how to write that conditional probability P of B given A? So suppose A and B are independent. So how to write this conditional probability P of B given A is, that means B is does not depending on A. So that's why this is probability of B given A is depending only on P of B. So that is P of B given A can be written as P of B only, since A and B are independent. B is does not depending on A. So there is no use if we write this A here. So these events are independent. There is no use to write here A. So that's why P of B given A is equal to P of B. So next, how to write the P of A given B? So A given B can be written as, so A given B. A given B is equal to P of A only. So this condition is applicable only when the given events are independent. If the given events are independent, so probability of B given A is equal to P of B and probability of A given B is equal to P of A. So using this condition, we can again rewrite the multiplication theorem, product theorem. So what is the product theorem? From the product theorem, we know that P of A intersection B or B intersection A, that is your wish. Okay, P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of A into P of B given A. B given A or A given B? So that is B of B given A. So when A and B are independent, what about this P of B given A value? P of B given A is equal to P of B only. So therefore we can write this theorem as P of A into P of B. So this is a special case of multiplication theorem. So P of A into P of B. Okay, so P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B when we write this multiplication theorem if the given events are independent. If the given events are any event, so in this case P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B given A or P of B into P of A given B. So that is depending on our question. So this is the multiplication theorem, product theorem or multiplication theorem of the probability. We can extend this theorem into n number of events also. Suppose if we take A1, A2, so on, An are n independent events. A1, A2, so on, An are n independent events. In this case, how to write the product theorem? P of A1 intersection, A2 intersection, so on intersection An is equal to product of all the probabilities. That means P of A1 into P of A2 into P of so on P of An. So that is, we can extend this theorem into n number of events also. Those n number of events are called the independent events. So then only we can extend this one. So this is the special case. So here using the conditional probability, we can write three main important notes. Must suppose if the given events are mutually exclusive events, conditional probability value is 0. Okay, and if the given events are any event, so what is, how to write the conditional probability P of A given B, or using that one we can write the product theorem as P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B given A or P of A in P of B into P of A given B. That is our choice. Next, if the events are independent, we can write that product theorem as P of A into P of B. These three conditions are very, very, very important. Okay. Yes. So if the events are independent, so in this case we can write the conditional probability as P of A given B is equal to P of A only, since A is does not depending on B. So that is P of A given B is equal to P of A and P of B given A is equal to P of B. Using this condition, we can rewrite the product theorem. How to write this one? So if the events A and B are independent, the product theorem takes the form. So what is the form? P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B. So this is the important theorem. Next, if vice versa, what is the condition vice versa? If P of A intersection B is equal to P of A into P of B, then the events A and B are said to be independent. Next one is the product theorem can be extended to any number of independent events. So that means if we take A1, A2, so on, An are n independent events. So in this case, how to write the product theorem? So therefore, P of A1 intersection, A2 intersection, A3 intersection, so on, intersection An is equal to product of all the probabilities. P of A1 into P of A2 into so on, P of An. So in this case, these n events are called the totally independent. When this condition is satisfied, the events a1, a2, a3, so on, an are also said to be totally independent. Independent or totally independent. Leave that condition. Yes, one more example. See here. So a box contains 4 bad, 6 good tubes. Yes, ma. A box contains 4 bad and 6 good tubes. 2 are drawn out from the box at a time. 2 are drawn out from the box at a time. One of them is tested and found to be good. Listen careful, ma. One of them is tested and found to be good. Out of 2, one is good. What is the probability that the other one is also good? What is the probability that the other one is also good? So how to find out this conditional probability? Listen careful, ma. Once again, please all of you read the question. A box contains 4 bad and 6 good tubes. So total box contains how many tubes? Is Suraj? Oh, sorry, Suraj ki audio problem kada. Is Shivadar Reddy? 85. Roll number 85, Shivadar Reddy. Are you there? Rutik Reddy?
Yes, ma'am.
Evaru? Rutik Reddy or Shivadar Reddy?
Rutik Reddy.
Rutik Reddy.
Rutik Reddy.
Yes. Okay, to find the probability, conditional probability, first we have to find the sample space. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Check.
10.
Total
N
box
of s is equals to
contains
10.
how many tubes? Full
10.
disturbance ఉంది ma?
10 tubes, ma'am.
10 tubes. So, here what is our question? Full disturbance ఉంది. ఎక్కడున్నావు? బయట ఉన్నావా ఏంటి?
నాదే మ్యామ్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఒక నిమిషం మ్యామ్
ఫంక్షన్ లో ఉన్నావా?
నో మ్యామ్ నో మ్యామ్ ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నా
మరి ఎందుకంటే డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుంది?
వెహికల్ సౌండ్స్ వస్తున్నాయి మ్యామ్ అంటే కార్డర్.
Okay, sorry. Yes, see here. What is our question? A box contains total 10 tubes. Out of 10, 4 are bad and 6 are good tubes. Okay. So next, what is our question? 2 are drawn out from the box. 2 are drawn
Yes,
out
ma'am.
from the box at a time. One of them is tested and found to be good. So first one, if we draw the 2, if we check the first one, so that first one is good tube. That
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
given that first tube is good tube. What is the question?
Yes,
What is the probability that the other one is also good? Second tube is also good. What is the probability? That is our question. ఎలా రాస్తారు? Simple. Suppose take the event A. A be the event of getting drawing.
గుడ్ గుడ్
Yes,
tubes.
drawing good tube. So that means P of A. First one.
6.
First to draw. Okay, P of A. So how many good tubes are there? Out of 10, how many good tubes are there, ma? Your answer is right.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్ 6.
6. So what is the P of A?
N of 6 by 10.
Yes,
N of
P
A by N of S.
yes, very good. P of A is equal to 6 by 10. So there is only one tube. But 6 by 10. Okay, next to consider the next one. Another event B. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
B is also another tube is good. Correct, na? We have to find what is the probability that the other one is also good. Is it right? So next to consider the event for this one. So let B is equal to, B is the event. The another tube is also good. Is it right?
Good.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
next, how to write? What is the P of A intersection B? Both are good అన్నాడు కదా.
F intersection B.
A intersection B. Both are good. A intersection B is equal to probability of, means both the tubes drawn are good.
Ma'am, it's automatically
Yes.
muting, ma'am.
Total how many good articles are there? Please mute yourself. No, చాలా disturbance వస్తుంది. Mute చేసేసుకో. Okay. Yes, all of you please listen here, ma. So first here we have to find the conditional probability, we have to consider the two events. So what is first event? Let A be the event. The first drawn is good tube. So the first drawn is good tube is, we know that the total good tubes are 6. So therefore P of A is equal to 6 by 10. Next consider the P of B. B is the event. Okay. So B is the event. Then the second drawn tube is good. Okay. So we have to find out that one. What is the probability that the other one is also good given that first one is good? Okay. So that's why next to find out the A intersection B. So A intersection B means both the tubes are good. So total how many good good tubes are there? 6. So how to write A intersection B? Number of ways of A intersection B is 6C2. Is it right? So 6C2. If you find out the probability, P of A intersection B is equal to 6C2 by 10C2. Is it right, ma? Yes, all of you got this one, 6C2 by 10C2. Yes, listen here. So what is the solution? Let A is equal to one of the tubes drawn is good. So and P of A is equal to 6 by 10. So let us check, this is a first drawn tube. So that is probability of A is equal to 6 by 10. Why we write 6 by 10? So total good tubes are 6. Total number of tubes are 10. So that's why take 6 by 10. Consider the another event. B is equal to other tube is good. So now here we have to find out this probability. So leave that one. Next to find out the A intersection B. So what is the P of A intersection B? Directly I am writing P of A intersection B. So P of A intersection B is nothing but P of both tubes are drawn are good. So both, here we have to draw only 2 tubes from 6 good tubes. So that's why 6C. What is the probability definition? N of A intersection B by N of A. So what is the N of A intersection B? 6C2 by N of A. N of S. What is the N of S? 10C2. So that is 6C2 by 10C2. If we simplify, that is equal to 1 by 3. Next, we have to apply the conditional probability. What is the conditional probability? So now here we have to find conditional probability P of B given A or A. P of B given A or A given B. S. Vivekananda Reddy. Roll number C not. Pranati. Make it fast, ma. Pranati.
Yes, ma'am.
Pranati. Yes, ma. Now here we have to find out the conditional probability. What is that conditional probability? P of A given B or P of B given A? క్లియర్గా ఉంది క్వశ్చన్లోనే నీకు కనిపిస్తుంది కూడా. P of A given B or P of B given A?
P of A given B.
P of A given B na? Okay, Bharat. B1. B1, Bharat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Bharat, tell me ma, P of A given B or P of B given A? Question
A given B.
A given B. What is the probability that the other one is also good? So దీనికి ఈవెంట్ ఏమనుకున్నాము? The other one is also good కి B ఈవెంట్ ఏమనుకున్నాం? B కదా?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So ఇప్పుడు చెప్పు, P of A given B or P of B given A?
B given A.
Yes, A given B అయితే ఆల్రెడీ ప్రాబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ ఏ మనకు తెలుసు కదా. నో నీడ్ టు ఫైండ్ ద కండిషనల్.
Yes, ma'am.
దీనికి ఎలాంటి రిస్ట్రిక్షన్ లేదు. ఇస్ ఇట్ రైట్? So that means here we have to
Yes, ma'am.
probability of B given A. So what is the probability of B given A? What is the formula?
Probability of B given P of B intersection A
Yes,
by
P of by
P of A.
P of A. So that is very good. So what is the definition? P of B given A is equal to P of A intersection B by P of A. But what is the P of A intersection B from the previous one? 1 by 3 by P of A is equal to 6 by 10. So if we simplify this one, which is equal to 5 by 9. So this is the answer. Conditional probability. How to find out the conditional probability? See here, knowing that one, this is the reason what we required. So knowing that one tube is good, the conditional probability that the other tube is also good is required P of B given A. So this is very, very important. P of B given A or P of A given B. So that is depending on the given question and our assumption, A, B assumption. Suppose if we take A is one of the tubes drawn is, sorry, B is one of the tubes drawn is good. So that is reverse. That is totally depending on our assumption and our given problem. So ఇక్కడ కేర్ఫుల్గా చేయండి, ఏ మాత్రం మిస్టేక్ చేసినా రాంగ్ అవుతుంది ఆన్సర్. ఓకే, ఎస్
Excuse me, I have a doubt.
ఎస్ మా.
Given that the one cube is good, that means only 5 bits is remaining in the box. That it means that 5 by 9. That is
వన్ మినిట్, ఒక్క నిమిషం.
Can you just write that?
వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ క్వశ్చన్?
Given that only one good cube is
Yes, given
taken out
that
of the
one
box.
tube is good. అందుకే ఇక్కడ కండిషన్
Yeah.
ప్రాబిలిటీ అప్లై చేస్తున్నాం. నాట్ ఓన్లీ
That simply means
Conditional
that there is 5 good.
ఎస్ మా. ఇది డైరెక్ట్గా కూడా చేయొచ్చు, 5/9. నేను చెప్పాను కదా, ఇవి మీకు షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్ 5/9 కదా మనకు ఆన్సర్. డైరెక్ట్గా ఇక్కడ మామూలుగా నార్మల్గా తీసుకుంటే, జనరల్గా తీసుకుంటే, ఇజ్ ఇట్ రైట్? ఆఫ్టర్ వన్ డ్రాయింగ్ వన్ గుడ్ ట్యూబ్, నెక్స్ట్ ఇంక ఇక్కడ ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి? 5 ఉంటాయి. టోటల్లో ఎన్ని ఉంటాయి? 9 ఉంటాయి. దట్ ఈస్ ఆన్సర్ 5/9. కానీ ఇది మీరు థియరీ ఎగ్జామ్స్లో అలా రాయకూడదు, అది షార్ట్కట్కి యూజ్ అవుతుంది. వి నో దట్ ఆన్సర్, బట్ హౌ టు ప్రూవ్ దట్ వన్ ఈస్ 5/9. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అ ప్రొసీజర్. గాట్ ఇట్ మా? ఎస్ దీపా, ఈజ్ మై వాయిస్ ఆడబుల్?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
మరి ఏంటి రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వట్లేదు వాళ్ళు? ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ టైం ఎంత ఉందమ్మా మనకి? 10 minutes ఉందా? ఎంత ఉంది టైం? ఒకసారి టైం
8 plus 7 minutes ఉంది మ్యామ్.
ఓకే, సో నేను ఆలోపు థీరం ఆఫ్ టోటల్ ప్రాబిలిటీ.
9 minutes.
ఓకే, సో మనకి 5 minutes చాలా థీరం చెప్పడానికి. నేను వీటిపైన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ నేను మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను. ఫస్ట్ థీరం ఆఫ్ టోటల్ ప్రాబిలిటీ కంప్లీట్ చేద్దామా, ఎందుకంటే రేపు మనకి బేస్ థీరం చెప్పుకోవాలి. ఈజ్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ థీరం.
మ్యామ్
ఎస్ మా.
మ్యామ్ ట్రీ డయాగ్రామ్ వాడొచ్చా మ్యామ్?
దేనికి?
Conditional probability.
వాడొచ్చు. మనం దేనికి?
ఎగ్జామ్ లో రాయొచ్చా మ్యామ్ అట్లా ట్రీ డయాగ్రామ్ గీసి?
టీ డయాగ్రామ్ నీకు దట్ ఈస్ డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ మార్క్స్. మా షార్ట్ ఆన్సర్ అనుకో రాయొచ్చు, 5 marks ఉందనుకో రాయలేవు. అర్థమైందా? ఓకేనా? క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతారు, రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వరేంటి? ఓకే, సో థీరం ఆఫ్ టోటల్ ప్రాబబిలిటీ. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్టేట్మెంట్? సో హియర్ స్టేట్ అండ్ ప్రూవ్ థీరం ఆఫ్ టోటల్ ప్రాబబిలిటీ. 5 marks question. This is very very important. We use this theorem in base rule also. So that's why this is 5 marks question. State and prove theorem of total probability. What is the statement? See here. Suppose if B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn be set of exhaustive and mutually exclusive events. What is the exhaustive? Is nothing but all possible events, and mutually exclusive events. Mutually exclusive events nothing but there are no common elements to any one. And so this is a given data. If B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn be the set of exhaustive and mutually exclusive events, and A is another event. A is another event associated with each Bi. Bi is nothing but associated with B1, associated with B2, so on. So A is another event associated with Bi. So then, so if A is associated with Bi, how to find out the probability of A? So that is our theorem of total probability. So that is then P of A is equal to. So then P of A is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n P of Bi into P of A given Bi. So this is our statement. 2 marks మా స్టేట్మెంట్ కి 2 marks or 1 marks. 5 marks అయితే 1 mark స్టేట్మెంట్ కి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, వన్స్ అగైన్ వాట్ ఇస్ ద స్టేట్మెంట్? సింపుల్ స్టేట్మెంట్. వి యూజ్ దిస్ స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇన్ బేస్ రూల్ ఆల్సో. ఓకే,
Voice breaking.
ఎస్ మా.
Your voice is
మీ
breaking.
వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది మ్యామ్.
బ్రేక్ అవుతుందా? ఓకే, ఇట్స్ క్లియర్. దీపా, ఇట్స్ క్లియర్ మా? హలో.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is the statement? See here. If B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn be the set of exhaustive and mutually exclusive events. Here given the nature of the events, and A is another event associated with Bi. So then here we have to find out the P of A value. So what is that P of A? P of A is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n P of Bi into P of A given Bi. So how to prove this one? First consider one figure. What is that figure? See here. So A is associated with each Bi. So that's why first I am taking A. So this inner circle is A. Next one is outer circle is all the events. So this is total sample space. So here B1, B2, B3. If you observe figure clearly, B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn are all mutually exclusive events. So this line indicates mutually exclusive. There are no common points. This is different and this is different. And this inner circle, total inner circle indicates the event A. So what is in our question? A is another event associated with BI. So if you observe clearly here, this blue line and white line, this total part is B and A also. A is associated with B1, A is associated with B2, A is associated with B3, so on, A is associated with Bn. So if you observe clearly, so this here A is associated with B1, this part, only this triangle part. So that is, what is this value? This is A intersection B1. Is it right, ma? So this part is A intersection B1 and this part is A intersection B2 and this part is A intersection B3, so on, A intersection Bn. So if you take all those values, that means A intersection B1, A intersection B2, A intersection B3, so on, A intersection Bn. So if you take all those are also mutually exclusive. Here also there are no common points in that one. So that is the data from the figure. So how to prove this one? See here. The inner circle represents the event A and A can occur along with B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn that are. So that means exhaustive and mutual. Clearly given that B1, B2, so on, Bn are exhaustive and mutually exclusive. So using that condition we can also write. So what is that one? A intersection B1. A intersection B1 is nothing but this part. A intersection B2, A intersection B3, so on, A intersection Bn. So from the figure we can write A intersection B1, A intersection B2, A intersection B3, so on, A intersection Bn are also mutually exclusive. Why we take this condition? To apply the third axiom of the probability. When we take the P of A, so here we get some value. Yes, see here. All of you got this one, ma? A intersection B1, A intersection B2, so on, A intersection Bn are mutually exclusive. Next, we have to find out the P of A value. So that's why take A. What is this A? A is this total inner circle. So now write the A as. So this A as sum of all these intersection values. That means A intersection B1 union A intersection B2 union A intersection B3, so on, union A intersection Bn. So using these mutually exclusive condition, we can write this total A. A can be written as union of all those intersections. So therefore A can be written as A intersection B1 union A intersection B2 union, so on, A intersection Bn. After writing the A, next what we have to find? P of A value. So to find P of A value, just apply the probability on both sides. So after applying the probability, next observe the right side union terms are. So see here, if we take individual terms, A intersection B1, A intersection B2, A intersection B3, so on, A intersection Bn are mutually exclusive. So all these events are mutually exclusive. Now here apply the third axiom of the probability after applying the probability. So therefore P of A can be written as, so P of A is equal to P of A intersection B1 union becomes plus after applying the probability. In between sets we have union, in between numbers we have addition. So that is the reason. So P of A is equal to P of A intersection B1 plus P of A intersection B2, so on, plus P of A intersection Bn. So we can write this one as simply sigma. If you apply the sigma value, so we can write how to write sigma I equal to 1 to n. Sigma or summation, that is your choice. Summation of I equal to 1 to n P of A intersection Bi. So but from the conditional probability definition, take P of A intersection Bi value. So here take the conditional probability. So A and Bi are any events, not mutually exclusive, any events. So that's why take the condition. So what is that condition? Condition from the definition of conditional probability, take P of Bi into P of A given Bi. ఇక్కడ ఒక డౌట్ రావచ్చు. Why can't we take P of A into P of B given AI? ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ వచ్చిందా? Yes ma, we have to find out the P of A value. So that's why don't write another form. So here we write this one as P of Bi into P of A given Bi. Here we can easily find out the P of Bi value. So given that B1, B2, so on, Bn are mutually exclusive events, that is very easy to find probability of each mutually exclusive events. Okay, but A is associated with each Bi. So that's why don't take here P of A into P of B given Ai. Okay, so P of A intersection Bi is equal to P of Bi into P of A given Bi. So this is a theorem of total probability. So therefore P of A is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n P of Bi into P of A given bi. So this is a theorem of total probability. Yes. ఒకసారి చూడండి మా. What is the statement? If B1, B2, so on, B and B the set of exhaustive and mutually exclusive events and A is another event associated with BI. So total theorem proof is depending on the given data. Okay. Then this is a statement. So next observe figure clearly. So these are B1, B2, B3, so on, Bn. ఇది నేను డ్రా చేసుకున్న ఫిగర్ మా మీకు ఈజీగా చెప్పడానికి. Okay, and A is this inner circle associated with each BI. So if you observe clearly here, this is A intersection B1, A intersection B2. So first identify the mutually exclusive events, then apply the probability. When we apply the probability, so then it is very easy if the events are mutually exclusive. Why? To apply the third axiom of the probability. Yes, all of you got this one ma? Thank you. Time ఎంత అయింది? 11 అయిందా? 1 minute వెయిట్ చేసి నేను అటెండెన్స్ తీసుకుంటాను.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
తీరం పైన ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో అడగండి మా, చెప్తాను. ఇప్పుడు టైం అవుతుందని ఫాస్ట్గా చెప్పాను, నాకు అనిపిస్తుంది. మీకు ఒకవేళ అర్థం కాకపోతే చెప్తాను. ఓకేనా? Yes, thank you everyone. Download చేశాను మా. Yes, you can join in next class. Thank you.
మ్యామ్
చెప్పమ్మా.
మ్యామ్ అది శివదర్కి పీసీలో మైక్రోఫోన్ ప్రాబ్లం అంట మ్యామ్, అందుకని ఆన్సర్ చేయలేదు.
ఓకే, కానీ మ్యాక్సిమం అది ట్రై చేయమని మా రిజాల్వ్ చేసుకోవడానికి చెప్పాను కదా నేను. ఓకే, ఎప్పుడైనా ఒకవేళ వాళ్ళకి డౌట్ ఉన్నా కూడా నన్ను అడగలేరు, ఎందుకంటే నేను చాట్ బాక్స్ చూడలేను. నేను స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేసినప్పుడు నా ల్యాప్టాప్లో నా స్క్రీన్ షేరింగ్ తప్ప నాకు వేరే మీ పార్టిసిపేషన్ నంబర్ కానీ మీరు హ్యాండ్ రేస్ చేసింది కానీ నాకు ఏది కనిపించదు. నేను వెనక్కి వెళ్ళలేను. సడన్గా నాకు బీప్ సౌండ్ వస్తుంది, నేను వెనక్కి వెళ్ళాను అనుకో, నాకు మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ క్లాస్ ఆగిపోతుంది, అంటే డిస్టర్బెన్స్ అవుతుంది. ప్రతిసారి నేను వెళ్ళలేను కదా, అందుకని నేను చాట్ బాక్స్లో కానీ మీరు మెసేజ్ చేసింది నేను చూడలేను. అందుకని నేను ఒక డౌట్ ఉంటే మైక్ ఉందనుకో, మీన్స్ ఆడియో సిస్టమ్ ఉందనుకో, కనీసం డౌట్స్ అడగొచ్చు. మీకు డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా నేను అడిగినప్పుడైనా అడగాలనుకున్నా. ఓకేనా దీప, చెప్పమ్మా అది.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. ఓకే
ఓకే, దానికోసం తప్పిస్తే నేను ఏదో మిమ్మల్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ వేసేసి మిమ్మల్ని హెరాస్ చేయాలని మాత్రం కాదు, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.